Good morning, everyone. We're going to do just a short tutorial on how to apply my minerals and show you exactly what is included in the trio pack. And the first, you get 3 things in a trio pack. It's $28. It includes all 3 things. You'll get a foundation of your color, whichever color you need. You'll get a blusher or a bronzer. You can request either one. They come in either a matte blush, or you can get them in frosted if you prefer a frosted blush, and a finishing powder. Now, a finishing powder, I've had a lot of people say that they have never used a finishing powder before, but this is really important, so you do want to use it. And anyway, let's get started. Sorry I'm looking so beautiful, but the only way to show you how to do it is to actually use the product. And when the product comes to you, it will come sealed. Looks like this. Has a little, it's hard looking backwards in the camera here, but it comes to you sealed, and you just simply pull off the little tab like that. Okay. And all of our products are meant to be for dual purpose. So a lot of people have asked about concealer, and let me show you what I do for concealer. Now this is just a product that I got at Sally's. It's just an eye cream. I take a little tiny bit on my hand, like you see, just a little tiny bit, okay? And then I take literally a pinch, like, see that much on this brush if you can. Can you see it? There, just a little tiny bit of the foundation, okay? And then I simply just mix it together with the eye cream. And so it looks like that. Now I'm going to take off my glasses, and just so you know, I can not see without my glasses. So anyway, I'm going to use a mirror here. And then you just simply put it wherever you need it. For me, I have dark circles under my eyes. So I simply just put it like so. And don't worry if you don't get it completely blended in. I do it kind of in a little triangle shape down here. It seems to blend better for me that way with the other. So I just put it on, get as close to my eyelashes as I can without, you know, to get it in your eye. So you do like that. And I have a couple other places, like where I tore the skin off my chin. And I actually have a scar right here that I cover, like so. Okay. Anyway, any little places that you need, you just touch them up, like so. And then I just take and I just pat, like this, around wherever you need it. Just pat it in. It doesn't have to be, you don't rub it hard or anything like that, because the whole idea is you're covering up something, not wiping it off. Okay, so, and if you need a little bit more, then put a little bit more. This product is buildable. Unlike liquid foundations, once it's on, it doesn't matter how many coats you put on, it starts looking gobbed on, thick, or whatever. Our products don't do that. So again, I just kind of do this little number. Okay, now our finishing powder is also dual purpose, so it's meant to be either a finishing powder or a primer. Now I don't have anything, nothing on my face at all except for the what I just put on of the concealer. So I'm going to actually use this as a primer, and you just simply dump a little bit in the lid. Okay, I'm going to dump a little bit more just because I'm going to use it as a finishing powder too. So you put a little bit in your lid, and then you take a powder brush. Now I love this one. I got it at Claire's. The powder brushes are big, nice, fluffy. You just kind of swirl it around in there, okay? Tap off any excess that you have on there, okay? And then I do this little patting number, just all over. So that's all I do. Just one quick coat. That's all I need for a primer. Okay, so I'm gonna then go on to the foundation, and the foundation is pretty much the same way. You take and you tap a little bit in your lid. It doesn't take much. And whatever excess that you have, you just pour back in when you're done. So I have a little bit in my lid. I shake it around a little bit so it's kind of all over in there. And then I take a kabuki brush. Now I got this one at Claire's. I love it too. And my husband got me this one at Sally's. And I love this one too. So it's just kind of a personal preference. I like the ones that have a little bit longer handle rather than the ones that are really short. But, you know, a lot of people use the short ones too. I prefer the bigger ones. And the same thing, you just kind of put it in there, you swirl it around, you tap off the excess, okay? So it would be like this. So you don't want it all just in one spot. You want it kind of distributed around the brush. And I do the same thing. I kind of go like this. I stay away from my eye area with the loose powder just because I have wrinkles around my eyes and it can accentuate that sometimes, kind of give that crepey effect. So I don't put the loose powder around my eyes. Okay, so now I kind of got it just on there a little bit, but I go around and I do a buffing process, okay? I call it my ninja moves. Anyway, you just, with firm pressure, pretty firm pressure, you just simply buff it around. And don't forget your down here too. And you do this. Okay, now that was one coat. That was one dip in here, which you can see how much I still have left in there, quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to kind of look in the mirror because I can't tell what I'm doing. And I could, if I wanted to, you know, this would be fairly good coverage. It's not, you know, perfect, but it's okay. But if I wanted more coverage or needed more coverage, I would simply do the same process again. I just dip it in there and roll it around. Take off any excess. Do this again. Okay. And buff it on. And some areas you might not need as much coverage. Today I was lucky. I woke up and I have a lupus rash on my forehead and on my cheeks. And so I You know, I usually use one coat mostly. Today, I don't know if you can tell, but I had to use 2 coats because you can see I have rashy right there. So I'm going to just go over that real quick and do this where those areas are where I have the redness today. Okay, and you can, like I said, you can build up as, you know, many coats as you need. And it still feels light and airy, but it doesn't feel like it's caked on or oily like liquid foundations do. So anyway, the next step that I do, and it's totally up to his personal preference, I go back and I do the finishing powder again because I want to set that. So I do the same thing with my brush, and I just do just a quick coat. You don't need much of this. And I like to, if I am going out of the house somewhere, I might just take a little bit of this on a brush and throw it in a little baggie or something, and that's my refresher later. You never have to put on more foundation. Once your foundation is on in the morning, you never have to put it on again until you take it off, literally. I mean, no kidding. You can sleep in it and you wake up the next morning and it will still be on there. Okay, so now I did my concealer, my foundation, well, my primer, I guess, my finishing powder, my foundation, and my finishing powder again. I'm going to do my blush, and it's the same way. Now, the blush is very highly pigmented, okay? So a little bit goes a long way. So be very light-handed with this. I'm just going to put a little tiny bit in here, and okay, a little tiny bit, that's all you need. And I'm going to just take a blush brush, and I couldn't tell you where I got this, but I like the angled ones that are like this. Same thing, just kind of swirl it around, dip it in there, tap it off. You want to make sure that it's kind of more dispersed all over the brush rather than concentrated in one area. Okay, like so. Okay, and this you just want to do a little dot like so. Can't hardly see with, let me use my mirror here. Okay, once I got it kind of on, then I just simply brush it where I need it. You can use this as highlighter. You can mix this with other things and create other products with it. This I just use as just blush for me, but you can use it as a bronzer too. And then me, I take one more quick thing like that, and that's it. So hope you enjoyed this video, and really hope you enjoy our products. And toodaloo, we'll make another one. Thank you. Bye-bye.